Hop up in my yard, I got a toll gate, baby. Oh, that football, young.
You trying to open that so they don't splatter everywhere.
Since your running back suspended for 6 weeks, might as well. Will, what's that pucker? Pucker. Man, Will got a pucker on the rocks. Pucker.
Really?
So what y'all gonna be talking about?
Whatever you want to talk about. Say what y'all be talking about like he not here.
What they gonna be talking about, huh?
Like he not here.
What y'all, what's y'all motive, man? What y'all gonna be talking about? Huh?
You know you already lied just in case.
What kind of interviews y'all be doing and shit, man? Hold up. First of all, we gotta get my nephew tuned in.
Who?
Who?
I'm just.
Who?
Yeah. I ain't getting
VA's finest.
Yeah,
Who
what
say
up?
VA's fine?
VA's finest.
VA's finest.
Not you, nah, you the South Side nephew.
Yeah.
Talking about VA's finest, man. Trev, man, where Trev at?
He on, because he been blasting that joint all week.
They killed this joint. No, they killed my father. No, yeah, he be drinking pucker, man. Will, what's your other name, Will?
Yeah.
What is it? Will what?
My last name?
What is it?
Oliphant.
Dang, go ahead, man.
That's what your page say?
Uh-huh.
All right. So am I supposed to be going live too or no?
Yeah, you can.
You already live.
No, on his page.
Do y'all be having any air and shit down here?
Do we have what?
Do y'all be having any air and shit?
If you want some air, we can get you air.
Yeah, I just need some air and shit.
This dude here.
It's humid in this motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
Smell like feel like a
Whoa.
feel like a little league wreck in this motherfucker.
Feel like a what?
A little league wreck. 4 games.
That's funny.
You just moved the camera.
Yeah.
Damn, you don't need to be doing.
No,
Yeah.
it won't be today.
What you say, girl?
It won't be today.
I was gonna go upstairs.
It won't be today.
So y'all be knowing what type of interviews and shit y'all be having down here. Everybody gonna tell me nothing. This is blindside.
Yeah.
Show up.
Basically.
That's it. No music.
You gotta
no
show
nothing.
up.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Roll
no.
up. Roll out. Hop out.
Trevor just logged on too.
It is.
Yep.
I'm ready to go now.
You good? You feel that joint?
Yeah, that easy home be feeling good. and Shit. That shit alright, easy home. You shouldn't have invited me. Yeah, I like that little music and shit.
What's up, Bert?
Why are you over there?
Hey, Tasha. What's up, Trevor?
You see that?
What kind of questions and shit y'all be asking? Huh? Y'all don't know.
Life questions.
Like life questions.
I think so.
Y'all be giving people personal business and shit down here.
Deep.
Y'all be going deep, man.
I'm gonna get deep.
Damn, Will, you got questions too, Will.
Say something.
Absolutely.
Damn, y'all. Hey, so when a nigga drink this shit, y'all don't be having no food to feed a nigga either, man.
You want something to eat?
Anybody stop at Popeyes and get that little special that be going on Wednesdays? Y'all don't feed y'all guests down here? I'm a 30-year vet. I can't eat.
We can get your thirst, but food, no.
Oh,
There you
But we don't want,
go.
you know, we don't want to get nothing in the grill. You know?
nah, let me take all that. But what if I spit up on y'all cameras and shit? Not for me. I don't care about that.
It would definitely be going on the website.
Okay, just do me a favor. From if y'all don't feed me, from this day forward, I'm gonna be watching all y'all guests. Don't nobody better have a fucking burger. I swear to God, I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna break that little mic on the little microphone, the little camera out front. I'm gonna rip that bitch off,
You gonna rip
and
it
I'm
off?
gonna go home. I better not feed nobody on this bitch. Fuck that. Tired of shit.
So you don't hear.
Yeah, man, liquor hit your stomach, man. You want to eat, man. I'm tired of this shit, man. I want egg and a little sandwich. I don't want much. Sandwich and greens. A little sandwich, a little slider, and some greens. That's all I want. I don't eat much. Black eyed peas and rice. I'm sick of this shit. Catch a nigga on guard. Hey, young, don't be asking no whack ass questions, young. I walk out.
See?
Tired of this shit.
Yeah, I know y'all. He already tripping.
Crack my bottle and shit.
I believe every lie that I ever told, every heart that I ever stole. I played my cards and I didn't fold, but it ain't that.
Man, happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to Mike's Corner. I know y'all usually just seeing us on Tuesdays, but you know we got to accommodate guests when they come in when they got time. You know he real heavy into baseball. He supposed to be here yesterday, but you know he had to make up some games from last week. So
Championship games, not regular games. Championship games is a difference.
championship game.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So welcome to Mike's Corner, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. I see y'all already deep and heavy into the game already, man. I don't have to introduce them because that'll be asinine, to be honest. So I got my main man Will. Y'all know who already sit in the building with us tonight.
What's up?
Which one is Will? Oh, that's him? How you doing, bro?
Hey, thank y'all for tuning in Mike's Corner, man. It's a big show tonight, man. OC say tell Dave I'm asking some questions too.
OC, stop calling me Dave like you go back with me like 30-something years, man. Call me by my nickname or I'm going to slap the shit out you, man. For real. On your wedding day.
As y'all see, this joint is uncut today.
Oh, you can't cuss down in this basement, y'all?
Yes, you can.
It's a Christian basement. They got a Christian interview
Your
spot.
name is Christian.
I know.
David.
Yeah.
He did slay Goliath, though.
Yeah.
He did slay Goliath. So
Yeah,
you
that's
good.
I was about to say that, but you already know.
Hey, man, welcome to the show, man. We got a big show tonight, man. Dave 32 Ellis, Senior.
Take care.
Okay, let's do this. I've been with you for 30 plus years, so I know how to name me to you. Yeah. So if y'all do have questions, y'all can type them joints in, man. I'm gonna read them as much as I can, and you know what I'm saying. Let me give a shout out to my man Herb Washington. First of all, great meeting with him yesterday, man. We got some big things in the works, so I want to start off with that, man, and make sure y'all get into that. Also, YouTube channel. Make sure y'all go to Mike's Corner. Type in Mike's Corner on YouTube. Y'all see the logo. All you gotta do is subscribe to the page, man. Any interview that y'all want to see, past or present, this joint will be up probably tomorrow. Cause y'all know when y'all go to see previous interviews or previous shows, y'all gotta go through somebody's whole timeline.
And make sure they say put the apostrophe S on Mike's.
Yeah, put Mike's Corner, Mike apostrophe S Corner.
S Corner.
And y'all see the logo. Make sure y'all just click subscribe. So we're gonna get into it with 32, Dave, Geo, Go-Go Dave. Numerous amount of names this man done had over our 30 years of you know, whatever. So
That's why they call it 32. You got 32 names out there.
Maybe why you had to say 32 like that? Well, that pucker is like that.
That pucker is like that.
I know. Make you feel like a stripper, don't it, man?
You got a dollar bill? You got a dollar bill? Pull 'em out.
Yeah, watch Will.
now we're gonna try to bring up. First of all, let me say this. This year's 32 years.
Wow.
That Dave been in the industry, in the go-go industry, man, entertainment business, period, man. 32 years. So that's a feat, you know, within itself. And I don't know if his name has been attached to the word legend before. So, but I would consider him a legend, even though I seen him grow throughout the years that we've been together. And I'm not being biased. I know a lot of people might say I'm always biased when it comes to 32, but have that name been attached to you yet? Legend.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it has. You know, like a lot of new guys in the game that got bands and they're growing and sexy, whatever. Sometimes they make me feel like Uncle Snoop, like Snoop is to like Shy Glizzy or something. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel old?
Hell no.
No, not me. Like when you see all these young bands and all these young people and stuff like that, they be like, man, I was listening to you when I was young.
So
I was little.
well, sometimes I'm just the fallback type because I mean, no disrespect to the younger generation, but the young generation, I wouldn't say is ignorant, but they don't go back to their roots. You know what I'm saying? And like, I mean, I really gave up on trying to teach the younger generation when I heard some young people having a conversation and they didn't even know who Missy Elliott was.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, these movies are just don't you open up that window. So I wait. I'm the keep it moving type. And if you acknowledge me, like grocery stores, shop, I'm always out. You know, I'm always out. But you know, I hear a lot of people say, man, I know you from somewhere. I'm not that guy that's gonna be like, yeah, I play for RE, I play for Novies, I do. If you don't know, it's like the Washington Post. If you don't get it, you don't get it. You know, so I'm not one of those guys that walk around with that label because I'm a man first, I'm a dad second, and then the music comes.
Cool. So let's get back to the beginning then, man. Y'all don't know, y'all know we used to sleep 7 in the apartment, man. me and 32, me and Dave, and all of we slept 7 in the apartment, man. And it was we grew up together. I mean, hand in hand, basically. And from the first time let me ask you this: what was when you first got with Junk, right?
Yeah.
How was that feeling? You know what I'm saying? Because you wasn't nervous to get on the stage and perform in front of a lot of people like that.
Well, when I first,
because let me get this straight first. Y'all know Dave's been on DC Cab, Tougher Than Leather, all that, man. So he is, I mean, at a young age too. So
Yeah.
So I started when I was 12. I made my first record when I was 14. I was signed to Def Jam Records when I was 14. Word and Sardines. It was before even during that time, nobody knew me as Dave. They knew me as Chuck, little brother, because my brother used to box for Highland and he used to knock everybody out. So
right.
So everybody was getting their pockets padded and everything, but they knew not to touch me because my brother was Chuck was knocking everybody out. So my name used to be Chuck's little brother until I established my own identity, and I established my own identity by creating my own lane, doing things my way. And when people see that you do things your way, to me that works. You create your own lane.
And when you say do things your way, explain that.
My way means I don't care what nobody think, because they gonna talk regardless. there's going to be rumorville regardless. Like for instance, like these shoes come in black and silver. I got the gold ones, you know, whereas the typical guy would have got the black ones or the gray ones. Yeah. I like to do things my way, and I freak it my way, and it works for me, you know. And you're supposed to feel, you know, like in anything you do, everything you do, you're supposed to do things your way. And that's who I am, you know. I don't, you know, I have a little motto that I go by. I ain't bothering nobody, and I don't want to be bothered.
So how does it feel to be like? I mean, because Go-Go was, I mean, Go-Go is still hot, but it wasn't back then when you first started. It was ridiculous because there was so many bands out there at the time. All was good bands. Nothing more Trouble, EU, all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, like, how does it feel? Like, Go-Go Live was, I would say, that was the epitome. That was the mecca. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because after Go-Go Live, it was, I know they did a Go-Go Live tour, whatever, but it had never reached that. They couldn't recapture that situation.
Right.
So, and on the video, you closed the video out.
Yeah, with the Nestle Crunch forehead.
So, I mean, like, how does it feel to be like you know what I'm saying, to be a part of that big mecca as I would say, that was the mecca again, like I said, but how does it feel to be a part of that? That's something that's going to never, that you probably can never forget, and people would never let you forget that.
Well, people, I hear it all the time, man. They show me, they send pictures to my page, and you know, at that time. But you know me, I always got to come back, and I asked them to show me a picture when you was 14.
Right.
And they say, man, you had them skinny ass
sweatpants on
that ain't had no pockets in them.
No pockets.
And I said, guess what? The pockets that you had on, motherfucker, didn't have no pockets in it. Because I always had to fly the shit. Because with playing with Junkyard, like, Junkyard taught you how to dress. They taught you how to fight. They taught you how to defend yourself. They taught you how to perform. You know, Heavy One, you couldn't come around Heavy One with nothing that wasn't relevant.
Wow.
So y'all just know that. Like Heavy One, like Georgetown, like when the truck came in, they called him and told him the truck is here.
Wow. And
your clothes is here. So you can't be around him and Billy the Kid and Chuck can fight, but my brother Chuck was a Bama though. He just taught me how to fight. Chuck had on
you can say that.
He had some Adidas sweatpants and some K-Swiss, you know. So Chuck was a Bama, but if he caught you Jordan on, he gonna beat the shit out you. Know? So, but nah, I mean, you know, nah, it is what it is. I love it, man. I mean, it's a part of history, and it's a part of my legacy. Like, I couldn't have the moments that I have right now if I didn't have that plateau to build on.
Right.
So
what was it like actually performing in front of, I mean, tens of thousands?
Man, I used to get I already know where you're going with. I used to get my check, docked for like the first year and a half or two, because every time Junkyard would take pictures, I would always be faced to the side, and I would fuck the pictures up, cause I couldn't look at people's responses. I couldn't look to see if you liked it or if you was looking like. But now I know that sometimes facial expressions, they mean different things. You know,
of course.
You know, you have some people that they really enjoy themselves. Like, they can give you like a little grin and bob their head. Some people are very, very observant. You know, they want to look, they want to see what's going to see if you in sync, you know, and it doesn't mean that they not having a good time. They're just very observant. They see if you on when you on, and then 30 minutes to the set, they like, you know. So, but I didn't understand that at that young age, but I do now.
Right, and like I said, we used to, man, it was so funny because we was 7 deep in the house, 5 deep. They used to call us the House 5 crew. Man, it was so funny because Buzz used to make us go grocery shopping at nighttime. Cause he was cheap. We had to have that thought process of like we were stars. You know what I'm saying? I'm just with him. I'm just with him. So it was like, man, we was going grocery shopping at nighttime. We went to wash clothes at nighttime, man. It was like, and people don't know that we had a lot of, trials and tribulations.
It's funny that you say that, not to cut you off, but I want to elaborate right with you right there. We was just in Miami Takeover this year, and Junk was there this year, and me, Pooh, Bugs, the wives, the girlfriends, all of us was out there on the beach. They hitting the J. I'm drinking because I don't smoke, And we were just talking about Bugs in that road with that dry car cologne, you know what I'm saying? Relevant, and all that's relevant to, man, we would cry.
I'm gonna tell a story. So what would happen is we would come home, like me, Dave, or Bruce, we'd sit in the living room. Next minute, we hear, what was it? Prince. He would put the Prince cassette on. We just knew, we just look at each other like,
Here come this bullshit, man.
Man,
that was it.
And then he'd come with the Lord. He had a silk robe.
It was black, but it
and he had the drink open up a little bit.
With that little Banana Republic hand when it shot some shit.
And we'd just sit in there and be like, man, it's that bullshit right here.
Here come this bullshit.
And then we'd go past the room. All you smell is Dracar.
Dracar cologne, and he had like the lotion, aftershave.
Yeah, he had the whole kit.
Deodorant, sports brand. Like, man, relax fit. I'm like, what the fuck? Man, we just talked about that on the beach, man. We hugged, man, and we talked about that shit, man, and I just love them guys to death.
Man, it was like, man, we created a bond back then that I would forever cherish, man, because, I mean, as we got older, you know what I'm saying, we got a better understanding of each other and each other's lifestyle to this very day. It's like, it's an unbreakable, besides the fact that we family, it's just like an unbreakable bond that we created. And people don't know that started from way back then. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just crazy.
Yeah.
And like it's certain things that you see in life that you understand that people will not ever not be a part of your life. And like one of the toughest things that we did was like we was in school together. Like, man, it was like we played so much. Like, we would see each other in the morning and we couldn't even speak to each other in school without being funny, without saying, man, get out my face before you even say something. And I remember when Big Mike passed, man, and that morning I came to school and I seen that, and he always played. But this one morning he did not play. I was like, hey, I gotta tell you something. He was like, man, what's up? And it was kind of shocking because I was like, he didn't even play. Like, he ain't saying nothing smart. So I had told him, man, if he had left school, went home, man, if he had dealt with that, man, it was just a tough situation that we had to deal with when Big Mike passed. And from that point on, I felt like
family.
I don't care.
We was on that brother shit. Like, bruh, it's like a lingo now.
Like, hey, what's up, bruh, and all that, yeah.
But we was doing that. Like, everything they say is a revolving door. Like, skinny clothes was in. Relaxed fit clothes like this. If we'd have had on shorts or clothes that fit like this some years ago, niggas like, what the fuck you got on? We used to have on
pants on and all that.
Then you saw jerseys. I have a case, literally a case with all my jerseys in it that got 32 on it, right? Because I don't wear nothing but it ain't had 32 on it. And them jerseys are like 3 and 4X. Them Jones are huge. They come like right here. They're like right here. But that's the revolving door, that we was around. But we was taking care of each other, buying each other shit, and eating out each other's refrigerators and taking care of each other. This was back, so I started in Junkyard in 85. So I met you. I graduated in 90. You graduated in 89.
Yeah.
Right? So we met like 87.
87.
And I kept saying, what the fuck is this coat? This nigga coat keep being in my fucking locker. What the fuck coat is this? I can't even get my coat in the locker and I'm paying for the fuck that. But So him and Bruce is the same year. They're a year ahead of me.
Right.
Man, Bruce was here. Mike took classes with Bruce, and I met Mike through Bruce.
Okay.
So if Mike was cool with Bruce, and Bruce was my family, Mike my family.
Right.
So, but Mike kept getting to school before me. Like the fucking coat out the locker. I can't even get my fucking coat in. And I'm paying $1.50 every fucking month.
Man, it was crazy, man. And then like it was amazing because my life had changed then too, because it was like, what the hell is all this? Everybody, man,
Yeah, we got
Mike.
you hot, young. We got you hot, young. We got you hot, Mike. Like it wouldn't have been no Mike's Corner if you would never put your coat in that locker.
You know what? That's some
No
reference
Mike's
to
scoring,
that.
what?
Huh?
No Mike's scoring.
Michael Strong.
No Mike's scoring.
Oh no, no Mike's Corner.
It was like, man, I was just getting, everybody was like, hey, man. I was like, hey,
Yeah, we got him hot.
what's up, man? Hey, what's going on? So then,
He was hanging with Mike. He was hanging with Lord David and Bruce that sung in the choir.
There you go.
Bruce was the man in the choir.
so then, like, it came to the point, like I said, they graduated in '90, but people didn't know that Junk had you had to have a 2.0 to be in the band and this and that. So, you know, now people don't understand, we was on our own 11th, 12th grade year. Like we have no guidance.
We had our own half a day.
So they didn't have the 2.0, so of course, you know, they had to spend the day.
Well, actually, I failed English.
Right.
I failed English because I broke my right ankle up at Congress Park playing basketball, and I failed English, so I had to graduate out of summer school.
Right. What's up, Davida?
They went and got Bruce. Mo put me on suspension, and they got Bruce. And when I graduated out of summer school, and Bruce was there for the summer, when I gave him my report card and told him I graduated, he told me to get out of here.
They told you to get out of there?
He told me to get out of here.
How did you feel?
That's why I'm right here now.
So then,
It made me stronger.
yeah,
So you never went back after that?
Never went back, but I wanted to reinvent myself, and I wanted to show Junkyard that you fucked up.
Wow.
And Southview Sean gonna say he want to touch on the character of Mr. David Ellis Sr. He said something he told me a long time ago and it stuck with me all the way up until now. And that was always make people miss you, no matter what you do, no matter your profession. You know, just be the best. Just, you know, be the damn best you can be. And when it's your time for you to leave, they'll miss you when you're gone. She said, thanks for the continued knowledge, Big Bro, because I still carry it myself the same way.
Right.
So, I mean, we all had that kind of attitude. Though our attitude back then, or up until this point now, it just is ridiculous though. But when they left Jump, we were still going to see Jump and this and that. So they kept saying, man, y'all gotta come see the new band I'm in. I'm like, he said, no, I'm telling you, we hot right now. I'm trying to tell you, man, we nice. And we kept saying, man, all right, whatever. So then he finally talked me and shout out to Chet, Puccelli, Stanley, whoever y'all want to call him.
He had a lot of names.
Yeah, he did. Did you really just say that?
Yeah, because I want to kind of like indirectly let y'all know that I'm not the only one with a lot.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm like 32 Dave, Gio,
Yeah, he did. He had Puccelli, he had Chick. He did have a lot of names.
Yeah.
So then we was like, all right, man, we go see him and we better go see Northeast
Ball game.
We better go see Northeast Racket and Fitness.
Ball game. After that.
Man, we went in that joint. It was like, you know, Jump was already the epitome at the time. So it was like, man, it's tough to beat. I don't care. Our E was out all in it, but Jump was the epitome. We just love Jump. But we went to go see Northeast. And then it was, I don't know if it was being biased or what, but I've always think Dave rocked the mic every time he get on the joint. But it was it was just different when he got up there with Northeast. It was like, you know what? I'm going to show y'all just where y'all need to be. I'm going to show y'all what this means. So we put up that joint up Racket and Fitness. And like you said, that was it. It was like, oh my God, they cranked the joint off, man. So we was just stuck after that. We was like, start going to see Northeast, man. It was like, and shout out to Northeast, but I think, like, I mean, I'm not being biased again, but at the same time, we was once we started seeing Northeast, and again, like Dave was just doing his thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, I'm not even looking at my brother no more. I'm not looking at him. I'm like, I'm a fan now. Like, you know, I live with the dude, but I'm a fan now. Like, and it was just like, what, like when you got to live with Northeast, like at what point in time did you just knew that this was it? Like this was the situation right here.
The work ethic that we put in, and it was not only the work ethic, but it was more or less like I knew jump wasn't going nowhere, you know, and I had a point to prove. Like, okay, I got a different situation, and here's the time for me to be lyrically ready to deliver my points.
Right.
Because I know it's not gonna get to no street shit. I know we not gonna fight, and it was no love lost between. That's the decision that they made. You know, as of the time, you know, the rapping or slash hype man with Junkyard was, and even like right now, it's really not relevant. Their base Junkyard is based on harmony.
Okay.
Like Bug sing,
Pooh sing,
KC sing, T-Bob, he's like a utility man. He does a little bit of everything. Like T-Bob just waiting on a motherfucker not to show up, and he gonna take your job no matter what you play. You know, that's just how talented he is. So I don't know what the fuck to call this
so
nigga.
He played and sang.
Yeah, you know, he sang. You know, and actually, it's one of the Freaking Zone. Freaking Zone. So it's a original Freaking Zone joint that they're playing in the clubs that people think it's Bugs, but it's really T-Bob.
Wow. Didn't know that.
And the only reason why I know it is because I pay attention to detail.
Right.
But the version he say is "Don't sleep." So somebody might have been looking at him like they thought he was Bugs, and he like, "Don't sleep, it's me." So I can tell when I know the version by heart. But some people, again, it's like the Washington Post. If you don't get it, you don't get it. So, but
Footloose said, "Hey, 32."
Hey,
Carolina.
let me get that 100 you owe me.
Oh, wow.
Let me get that 100 you owe me. Hey, that.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
So when
He went back to North Carolina when he lost that bet to me. Footloose, yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, Footloose did.
He said he'd be up on Friday.
Bring the 100 with you. Continue.
So when they got the like I said, I started being a fan of 32. But no, at the time it was Northeast. It was just like, then we went to when they got to like the people say fight for it. Like you can't fight or something.
And I'm bigger than you right now, so see you Friday morning.
So when we got to the Met, it was, man, and I told the story before, man, like I got locked up and I got to work release. So it got to the point where work release, I got to come home once a month. I came home every month on a Wednesday. Just to see Northeast. I come home to see Northeast, go get my hair cut on Thursday, go back to the joint on Friday, man, because Northeast had me like that.
So since we on Wednesday, that's a
good
comma.
segue.
That's a comma, not a period. Okay, that's a comma. You continue on. Okay. So since you're on Wednesday, Northeast start back at the Met on the 30th.
On a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday, the Metro Club. I forgot what it's called. It's just open like a couple weeks. Huh?
XS.
Okay, but that we still gonna call it the
That's
Met.
the Met.
You still gonna call it the Met.
Even when they changed it to Dino's, it's the Met.
I've never been in there, but I've seen some of the pictures. And Backyard has been in there on Thursdays, but Wednesday, Northeast is back in there and gonna have a great time.
So how was that working out though? Is that, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Papa Joe? How did that come back to that though?
Well, how did it come back to? Well,
been going back to the Met.
Well, the Met is just recently opened, and of course, when you put your money and you put you renovated the spot and you put your money in there, you wanna get your money back.
Right.
So the first thing I'm gonna do, right? Like if I bought Mike's Corner, right, and I remodeled in here, I'm going to find out all the guests that you had in here that had the most views.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And then I'm going to piggyback off that and make it even better. So what they do, what they did is they, as in whoever bought the place, the promoters, whatever. You already knew that Wednesdays, don't even try to come down there.
Right.
If you ain't coming to see Northeast. Thursdays was backyard. RE was on Fridays.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it only makes sense.
True.
It only makes sense. It only makes sense.
Carla Gaskin says hello, all the way from Memphis, Tennessee. How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. So
you syndicated. That's all right. That gave me a
we got people from New York. We got people from Georgia, Tennessee.
That's what's up.
Yeah, Canada. So
Man, Drake listen?
let me ask you this. So let me compare the two, because you remember triples days. Now, what would you prefer, triples or the Met?
As far as what?
Like playing
Energy wise,
like
no. I mean, I would just close my eyes and just tap a building.
Cause
It's no comparison. Like whatever, like walk in and just whatever building I touch, the triples or the Metro Club. Man, shout out to Bree. You know what? I would say no. I would say the Metro Club. Because I'm 45. My age. I'm 45 right now, and I'm huge on customer service.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm huge on people that respect your money. And Breeze took care of us. If we ain't had no money that week, Breeze say, man, give him a drink and give him something to eat, man. Baby, you'll give me that money next week. And he stepped off. But he gonna make sure you ate.
But to piggyback off that real quick, and it wasn't just for him, because like, even if we was coming, we didn't have no money. He'll be like, hey, go ahead and look out for him, X, Y, Z, yada, yada, yada. So, do you feel this? Let me ask you this though. Do you think that the Met is really put y'all in the extra plateau?
No. The radio did.
The radio did?
The radio did. The radio did because back then, the radio wasn't ran by the program directors that's ran now. Our radios right now, people think that go-go bands don't have original music. It's not that. It's that the program directors that run the stations right now are not from here. So they don't specialize in go-go. And they make the decisions. A lot of people don't know that. I'm not scared to say it. You know why? You're not playing my fucking music anyway.
And then one of the biggest things was they was always saying that y'all, go-go was stealing rappers' music and stuff like that. And one of the first CDs y'all was on, because people probably don't know, was Salt and Pepper. My mic sounds nice. That was y'all's song, The Word. But I don't know if y'all ever got credit for that, because that was y'all joint. You know what I'm saying? The whole background.
That's a topic that we're gonna have to talk about like off the air.
Yeah.
On that particular note, but we wouldn't necessarily use the term steal.
Right.
Let's make it relevant to Nelly. It's getting hot in here.
Yeah,
so
bustin'
take
loose.
off. That's busting loose.
But
He gave Chuck $4 and he made $14. You see what I'm saying? Because he's a national act. He's want to make more money.
Right.
You understand? So it's more relevant to that. It's no different than that situation is no different than the Jockey song that's out right now. The Avant song. late in my BED, riding slowly. I know you wanna rub. That's he got a new song, but that's Avant.
Right. Let me ask you this. 'Cause I'm going. This dealing with
The
your
same thing.
This dealing with your man. With Hov, like when
He
did.
stole Overnight Scenario. Yes, he did. I already know where you're going. Yes, he did. He stole it. Yes, he
So
did.
Hov stole it.
And the thing about it too is the other thing is that I came out with Swag on 100 in 08.
Yeah, I was gonna get on that.
Right. And Kanye West came out when nobody got the swagger like us right after that. With Lil Wayne and T.I. and all that. But the swagger, I was out first. But the song was out first.
I haven't never heard people use the word 100 until I heard you say it. So I don't know if it was something before that was the best thing. I just didn't. I missed it. But I know until I heard Swag on 100, I never
I
heard
ain't really heard nobody say Mo until my man Mo. Like Mo. Mo, stop playing, Mo.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah, let him know, Walt. Yeah.
So, yes, I'm like, man, look, it certain things that I've like I said, people start saying 100. Oh, man, for real, man, 100.
Right.
I'm like,
It's
I haven't heard that joint until I heard you say it.
It's just like the same thing where Mike, like my signature says Carter's dad, and then it says don't support nobody that don't support you.
Mm-hmm.
When I started Go Radio, me and Bill had the midday show in 08.
Right.
We had Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then on Fridays, we had Fried Fridays.
Okay.
Right? Where we did the show Howard Stern style. Where you can come in and you can come in live and watch us do the show.
Right.
So people will come up, people will bring bottles, we have food there. But one Friday, I just happened to, I wouldn't say lunch out, but I got mad of the non-support, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I addressed it. I say, man, I'm tired of...
You addressed it on the air.
Right. I got tired of running up and down the Beltway, buying people's tickets and supporting everybody's parties.
Mm-hmm.
But then, when it's my party, you tell me you're going to be out of town. What the fuck that got to do with you buying a ticket?
Right.
It's support. Buy a
You
ticket
can buy a ticket and give it to somebody
to
else.
somebody that wants to come. It's a support. So, but when I went the F off on the air, and we couldn't even cuss on there, but
And you
it
heard.
made and I cussed a million times. So of course I had a meeting with the boss, but he understood what I was saying.
Right.
And he saw my passion. It wasn't like I was just lunching, you know. But now,
Cause that's been one of your biggest gripes too over the years, man. Like
don't call me.
it's been one of your biggest gripes
Don't
over
call
the
me.
years. I mean,
Don't call me.
that's
I swear.
like your tagline, Slim. Like,
Don't call
like
me.
Slim, like don't support me, don't support you.
And it's not to say that you have to come out every night. Let me just let you see. What
Yeah, because a lot of people might not understand what you mean by.
I understand.
A lot of people might not understand by saying don't support me, I ain't support you, whatever. So explain that to them.
My umbrella is huge. Like, it's no way that I don't do anything that you like.
Right.
I play softball. I have kid functions.
Bruce gonna say, "Shut up, Dave." Barely.
We
Bruce Bailey.
have Bruce. Don't make me tell one of your favorite stories.
Oh.
Please don't.
Oh, he told one of yours.
Oh, he did.
He did.
When it was on, yeah.
Oh, well.
So finish your question.
Oh,
and then-
okay.
then-
So, I'm just incorporated with so much cabarets, go-go's, and let's just keep this in mind. Also, like if I invite you to a go-go, I'm inviting you into a crowd that's my age. You know, I am the way I look. That's the people that I'm generating.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not generating no 18 or 19-year-olds. You know, the people, they have on ties, they have on clothes, they have on linen.
Grown
We
folk.
coming out, like my party that I just had July 2nd for my birthday, it was a day party. 826 people in there. White and gold, dressed up, heels, feet done.
Now he
cologne.
gonna tell that, Bruce. People say, "Dave, leave me alone, Dave." and saying that, like, people don't understand when you want support. It's not that you feel as though that you owe support. It's the fact that if I'm, you know what I'm saying. First of all, your circle of people that's in your, everybody got different circles. Everybody got 4 circles like an Audi, but you got your.
That's nice. That's gonna be on the next coming verse. I just thought about that.
You just thought about that.
Yeah,
You will collaborate that in somehow.
Yeah, it's
Them
like
circles got me dizzy. I'm still in that shit. Go ahead.
And what he's saying, it's like if you in that, if you like they said, if you in that party world, or if you going out and this and that, and you be like, all right, Dave, come here.
You don't even have to, Mike. You don't even have to go out.
No, I know.
You don't even have to go out.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is, if you, because I'm quite sure you done met people that was going out and like you just say, like, yeah, XYZ. Hey, I'm doing a party. Oh, I'm gonna be out of town. You ain't even told them the damn date yet.
You're gonna need.
You ain't even told them the date yet. It's somebody out of town.
Right. Well, not even that. You're going to need some type of help / assistance one day.
Of course.
Oh.
You meaning everybody. Everybody that's watching, you're going to need some help. Whether it's like, and nobody can ever say that I don't give back. I do so many free shows that I give back depending on the cause. If I know you're not trying to rob and trying to get it for free, I'm in. Backpack, the Diamond Star Divas, the backpack we do the backpack for the kids. Actually, I'm meeting Dreeny tomorrow to do the hair raisers, to do Team 32's donation tomorrow. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I do free shows at Fridays, the restaurant Fridays. I host parties. You know, I do a lot of stuff that I'm giving back. But a lot of people will, let me just give you an example. My birthday was just July 2nd, which was what, month and a half ago?
1.5.
Right? And a guy called me and said, man, I'm having my birthday party, woo, woo, woo. Killed my inbox. Looked like the Washington Post ad, all this.
Get your whole article.
So I asked him, I said, he said, man, when you gonna come through? I said, where was you at on July 2nd? He said, I was in a halfway house. I said, I go to the halfway house tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. Because there's no way you wouldn't go for somebody to support them.
How you in a half, like, man, support people, man. I don't want to hear all that. Because people, you got time for everything else, but when you throwing a party, everybody wants you to show up.
Right. Because if the person's in the halfway house and you call them, like, man, I need you to come to the halfway house, support them, you're like, I'm gonna come there, what you need. And basically sometimes you it's not that you need that support back. It's just that you just want to be reciprocated.
I want you to make that call. Even if you in the halfway house and be like, dude, hey bro, I'm in the halfway house, man. Man, bring me a ticket, man. I'm gonna say, bro, keep your money, man. I'm glad that you called. Because if you would now mentally, I gotta store it in then. I gotta store it in as that you were gonna come.
Right.
So keep your money. And now when you call me, I'm on my way. You know what I mean? But this is not relevant to money.
Right.
It's relevant to attendance.
So that's what I'm saying. So basically, it ain't the support you're asking for is never the support that he's asking for or saying this and that. It's not. Listen, I don't have it, but I do want to come. So what Deuce is saying is that, like, hey, I don't need your money. I'd rather have you there.
I want asses in the seats.
Yeah.
Or I just want you to make your.
Because if I'm inviting you somewhere,
ignore.
because if you're inviting somebody somewhere, also you like, okay, I know people out there. I know people that's out there that's supporting me. So I mean, not saying that you're gonna knock on the show, but it's like I'm guaranteed the party gonna be lit. That's what the youngsters say. The party gonna be lit. So you know what I'm saying, make sure that you do yourself a favor and come to the show.
And in the same vein, me personally, I'm just not passing out tickets to anybody. I'm just not. I mean, not tickets. I apologize. Flyers. I'm just not like here. I'm giving flyers out, or I'm giving notice out to people who I think can make it.
Right.
Because if I couldn't borrow $20 from you, Mike, why the fuck would I ask you, can I borrow $20?
It's was like,
right? Who
like
wants,
talking to the wall.
Who wants to be set up for the agony of defeat?
Right.
If I think you didn't, I thought you only had $4. Why the fuck would I ask you for 20?
That's a good
So
point.
that's
a good point.
That's where I'm at.
So when we get to the point of like where you are now and today, like because I know you've been through Jump, Northeast, the mixed band, you RE, you've been through a lot of different bands and all that stuff. One I know, what is your opinion of why they say, or you would think that go-go people always saying that go-go has never got to that upper echelon like rap or the entertainment business or something like that. Why would you think that?
Because we don't have any mega producers here that can take you out.
Mm-hmm.
Like Wale. Wale was on my first album. You know,
yeah.
Wale was on my first album. When Wale was on my first album, they was shitting on Wale. Like RE used to play at the Fur, and this was when like party like a rock star, totally do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
RE used to play that at the Fur, right?
Mm-hmm.
And man, Wale had I had my own verses, and White Boy used to tell them no.
You said Wale no.
Wale used to try to get up there,
mm-hmm.
and White Boy used to tell him no, and I used to, White Boy like no.
Yeah.
Shorty, all right, do it for me. So I used to give him like one of my verses.
Right.
This was back in the Fur days. Couple years later, he gets signed.
Right.
Now he's doing a track with RE, and they're paying him to be on the track.
Wow. That's
You know, so it's a lot of little simple stuff. You know, it's a lot of little simple stuff.
So what? Let me ask you this then. In far as in the go-go world, because we noticed that as an outsider looking in and not trying to be biased about certain things, why can't bands succeed with, like, you know what I'm saying, together? Like, why everybody can't be like just one band can't just be successful together?
You meaning as far as what?
Like just keeping it together. Like say for instance, like I mean because I don't think no band today got the original members. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, why does that happen like that?
Well,
and what do you think can be that people can do to solve that problem?
I always like to speak for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it hurts me, and sometimes it helps me.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I speak for myself.
Okay.
Right?
I can take that.
I can only be responsible for my own actions.
Mm-hmm. True.
Sometimes people don't really see your vision, and they really don't see your worth until you're gone. Sometimes, and let's make this relevant. It doesn't always have to be go-go. You go through that in basketball. You go through it in football. You go through it if you an artist signed with Sony. You go through it if you're like Chick. Chick got what, 20-something years in management.
Right.
You know, and then if sometimes people really don't value your worth. And sometimes you gotta stick your chest out and show them your worth.
And to show your worth, you gotta know your worth.
Absolutely. And if you don't know your worth, then nobody else will. You know, but then in the same vein, you got some people, I call them toe tags. They for sale.
Let me ask you this. How do you know, or when did you know your worth?
I knew my worth. That's a great fucking question. I knew my worth when I left. When I was fired. Let me say that. When I was fired from Junkyard, and I went to NEG, and NEG was out years before I got there, and they turned the corner when I got there.
And you based that on what?
Attendance.
I mean, I knew it. I knew it. I just wanted to say it.
So what was your very first song with NEG?
Shit. Man, no, it's so when I first got to Northeast. Damn it. It was damn, I can't remember it right now. I remember we played at like a recreation slash VFW. I think it was like a VFW on like Kettering or something. Damn it.
You know the song, but you don't know it.
I gotta find it, but that was the first song because when I first went to Northeast, they didn't hesitate. Like sometimes when you get a band member. Mm-hmm. And
a new band member.
When you get a new band member, you get a couple of weeks to insert your music, so you don't be up there looking crazy. But
they threw you right in.
Threw you right in the fire. Threw you in the water.
Because I already had history, so I had to like swim my way through the set.
Okay.
You know. So I thought that was a good thing because they had confidence. I think they had confidence in me.
Yeah, because and then in doing that, because like you said, you already had history, but I don't know how long. I don't know how long the break was between Junk and Northeast, but
3 weeks.
Damn, but
it was 3 weeks.
But to bring somebody in, like damn, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm quite sure they were looking for a push too. Like, you know, we got to get somebody in this joint to make that push.
Well, it wasn't. I wouldn't necessarily call it a push. It's just that they had no one on the front line that brung the energy. They didn't have a. So the two guy. So you have a lot of people get it twisted. Let me help people
get understanding that.
Get understanding. You have a lead talker, which is like the lead talker is like Bugs, Funk, White Boy, Chuck Brown, Sugar Bear, right? Those are lead talkers. Everybody be saying lead rapper, lead rapper. No, they're not. They're lead talkers.
Right.
Lead rappers / hype men are me, D. Floyd, Los from Backyard, Killer Cow. Okay? Then you have your singer category.
Right.
So, Northeast at the time did not have the hype man.
They missed that number 2.
They didn't have it.
Yeah.
Hug was a singer. Well, Hug is a singer. Kurt was a lead talker, and Chris was with the band then. But Chris was a percussionist. People don't know that Chris was actually a percussionist. I created Chris to cross over into that lead mic.
Wow. And
he said that, and actually, I was never going to say that, but he said it on the promotions for my party that I did at Fast X.
Right.
Did you ever want to be lead?
No.
Why not?
I had too much energy to be a lead.
But he had to be a lead a couple of times, especially with Junk. Because you know, Bugs would get there late. And this and that, he'd be mad.
I can potentially be a fill-in. When you get your ass there, let me get back over to where I need to
get back in your lane
and let me do me.
And in doing that, it's like it created. I mean, once you realize that you can do the lead, you know what I'm saying, not full time, but did that make your worth go higher?
Absolutely. Now I have 2 diplomas instead of 1.
Right.
I'm gonna ask a biased question. It's probably a hard question, but then again, I don't know. Maybe an easy question.
It might be hard for you.
What was your favorite band that you've been with?
That's a little broad because I have different times for different times in my life. Junkyard is my favorite band because they taught me how not to settle for less. Junkyard taught me how to defend myself. Junkyard taught me how to dress. You know, Junkyard taught me how to perform.
Bruce said, answer the damn question. That's what Bruce Bear. Bruce just said, answer the question.
I am answering the question.
Bruce said, don't look at me. Bruce said it.
Tell Bruce he need to go on my phone.
They taught me, they taught me how to perform, right? Northeast taught me how to entertain. There's a difference between performing and entertaining. There's a difference. Northeast taught me how to, I would say, respect women because we had a female manager. Northeast taught me how to be radio ready because we had, 5 to 12 songs in regular rotation on the radio at that time. So all of those was original songs that I wrote.
That you wrote?
That I wrote, right. Red Essence showed me the business side because by that time it was almost like I was on the fucking what's New Edition movie? What's the business dude?
Mike.
That's who I am. When you look at Floyd Mayweather, how he not only how he is in the ring and how I am on stage. When he's off the stage and when he's out of the ring and I'm off the stage, that's who I am. I learned that from Mahi.
So now, and what y'all doing, like you said, things coming full circle, like, cause now y'all back to doing the Met on Wednesdays. So it comes full circle. So in that band, is it the original members or what is that like?
The only shows I take with Northeast Groovers or accept is if there's their original members, because I'm not in the business to cheat out fans.
Right.
Cheat people out their money. I don't play like that.
Let me ask you. Go ahead. You don't play
because
that.
I like to, everything that I do, I like to take myself out of the equation and put myself on the other side of the fence as if I was a patron.
Right.
Would I accept this? Would I like it?
Right. Like
so, and I know I wouldn't like it. So why would I give it?
So let me ask you this then. So what if it was contracts, individual contracts for each person, and it was undisclosed or whatever it may be? Do you think that can cancel out a lot of problems in go-go bands? Me and the contract, say for instance, like you love basketball. Let's do this. Say for instance, you got the lead talker, you got the number 2, you got the singer. Now if y'all was in certain categories of money range, you know what I'm saying, just like point guard, shooting guard, small forwards, their ranges is different. If everybody got a contract that was fitting their range and didn't have to be broadcast or had to be known, do you think that alleviated a lot of stuff?
Really, I don't really know, because all the meetings that I have with me, I have them by myself.
Right. Okay.
When you get hired for your job, you didn't have your meeting or you didn't have your interview with everybody else that was working there.
True.
Right? So when I have my contract set and my artist release form signed, I do it with me. So I only focus on myself. And whatever everybody else is getting paid, that's
kudos and whatever.
I know.
So you don't even care.
I don't even care, because I know it's a difference between steakums and steaks.
So with the new thing now, with the Northeast thing going back to, have y'all signed on for a certain amount of shows, or is it a week-to-week basis?
It's a right now. It looks like because I wasn't at the table, but it looks like it's every Wednesday, starting on the 30th. That's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like. So when you sat down, did they say, "Well, Dave, I need you for 8-9 Wednesdays straight," or it didn't go like that?
No, it didn't go. No, it really doesn't go like that because you really truly don't know, and nobody knows. You know, like when you're now, you do have some contracts that say, "Hey, let's try this for 4 weeks." Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, but it's not like that. Like, you know, you get bands that might be at a spot for 2-3 years. When they sat down, they didn't know it was gonna last for 2-3 years. It just happened to last 2-3 years. You know, so it's a every until further notice.
Okay, so basically, but I'm saying y'all don't go back to the table for I would say, let's say, a price check.
Sometimes you do modify.
Cause I gave you $100 for this show, and we like, okay, cool, we see where it went, and then the show you get 500 people there. You like, all right, cool.
Oh, we going back to the table.
Right. Then next week we get
that's right,
next week.
modify.
So that's what I'm saying. You get $100 for 500 people. Next week, you know, we get back next week. It's $750 in here.
No, that's why I said modify. yeah, that's why I said modify.
So somebody
but it works both ways too, though, because sometimes you might get that bag off the beginning,
right?
And the people don't really announce the bag that you're getting, and then the club owners will say, "Hey, can we talk? Can we bring your number down a little bit because these amount of people didn't come this week, or this week, or this week, or this week?" You know what I'm saying? So. You gain a relationship and you work it out.
So from the go-go bands, I noticed that, like you said, you started doing hosting things, you started doing a lot of other things. That increased your value. That increased your worth. So when you came to the table, as you would say, there's just more shit on your resume.
Right.
So when you brought more shit to your resume, did you bring more? Okay, look, I'm bringing more shit to my resume now. We need to, bring a couple more bags to the table too, though.
Yeah,
if you didn't have this shit, like if you didn't have the hosting and all that shit on there first, I'm like, okay, we're gonna get this bag right here. But now, like you said, you ain't got enough diploma.
Right.
I'm expecting an extra bag or something.
Right. So I do have a clause where if X amount of people show up and we exceed that amount, then there's a percentage behind that. But I also started a new thing where I'm upping my ante for people that want to undercut me. And I mean me, not just in me, but people that do undercut. I'm just going to leave it at that. Right? Okay. So I've started also, I have my new 2017/2018 business cards, laminated business cards.
Laminated,
ready. I also have Hallmark cards, blank Hallmark cards that I'm giving out with a personal signature and a handwritten greeting on the relationship that we have.
So it's not a stamp, it's you handwrite.
Right, because everybody has like the card that I might have for you might be different from me and you with, because man, you got 30 years history.
Right.
So why would I give you the same card that I gave with?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing a gift card. I'm treating everybody that.
So they come to the show and all bring you.
No gift card. I'm giving them a gift card, for lunch.
Cool. So let me ask you this then.
So I'm upping my ante. So it's not like I'm just receiving money. Yeah, do my job and going home. I'm upping my ante on my professional, on my corporate shit, and I got something for you also.
Oh, that's good. So let me ask you this then. Say for instance, you got 3 promoters, right? And you know one of the motherfuckers promoters always trying to get over. Would you charge that promoter extra because you know he not always on the up, he or she is not always on the up and up?
No, he needs to pay a deposit.
Okay.
So
he has to fill a deposit in case he get over there in Afghanistan and he can't make it back.
So So that's what I'm saying. So
that way I'm not just sitting at home looking crazy.
Right.
While he's stuck over there when I could have been working somewhere else.
Yeah, but even though
he's mad at me, but he don't want me to double book.
Right. You're right. That's true too. You trying to take my time? I might be compensated for my time.
He gets. So my motto is, I'll let everybody get me once. After that, I'm gonna fuck you twice.
Kendrick Lamar joined him for me one time. Like, yeah, Kendrick Lamar. So that's what I'm saying.
But
so,
I'm older than him, so but
right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, cause we might have 3 promoters. You know, all say for instance, this promoter say, well, look, I'm only getting X amount of dollars, but later on you find out this motherfucker lied about how much money he got in.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because I already have my money already signed and sealed.
Right, but what if he lied to you about it?
Lied to what? Me about what?
Say for instance, let's say, because somebody told me this before, they was like, okay, I'm gonna give you, like I'm doing this show, they're giving me, okay, they're giving me $5,000 for the show. So dudes, they give me $5,000 for this show, and say for instance, your worth is you want me to pay you $1,000. And you say, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pay me $1,000 because you only get 5 for it. Me and you cool, whatever. All right, that's what's up. But then later on, they be like, hey, Mike got like $20,000 for the show.
It's my fault.
So you wouldn't be mad at me though?
It's my fault.
Even though I lied?
I didn't investigate.
So what if I come back to you again then? Then
I'm
what?
gonna fuck you twice.
That's what I wanted to know. That's what I'm saying. So you know you got that shady deal out there. So,
yeah.
Man,
now that gives me leverage.
Right.
Right.
So, and even though, and I don't know that you know, and mind you, I don't know that you know that I got the extra money, but you coming back like this motherfucker know I got the extra money. He ain't gonna say he ain't like you know what I'm saying.
First of all,
would you give me time to tell you I got the extra money first?
Well,
like say
of course I'm gonna let you drown yourself.
Right.
Of course. But you have to remember also, Mike, like that really doesn't happen to me because I got over 30 years. So I'm gonna say not all of them. I'm gonna say 90 something % of the promoters that I deal with from here to your wedding in Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
I know them already. Not really know them, but they know
their business.
Like you can't
get over on you.
You can't sell no broke tubes to a mechanic. You know,
right.
So I really don't even have to really go through that.
Right, you don't have to worry about that.
But they try. They try. I mean, they say little slick. It's the little lingo. See, sometimes you gotta look at that mirror that's on your car, and you see that little stick at the bottom that say it's real little. Objects in the mirror are close to what they really appear. You have to. That's the fine print. You have to really pay attention to that, and I do.
Hey, my lady, what's up, Sherry? They say, well, my lady was like, she don't think that, contract would do a good job because it costs less. Because people still want to know everybody else's business.
That's not true. That's not true. If you're in a situation where everybody knows each other's business, it shouldn't be a problem. Because you already know.
Right.
Or when you got hired to your job, or when you took the interview to your job, Miss Lady, right? Mm-hmm. When they said, hey, we like you. You start Monday. Did you say, yeah, bring Ebony and Courtney in here. I want to know what they getting. Right. We're not going to do that.
Right. So at the point you're in now, like you're trying to just create business ventures, period, from now on, because you learn, like you said, doing your Floyd Mayweather shit, to learn, because you know your worth, you know what you're doing, you got everything the way you planned it.
Right.
What's the next level that you're trying to get to?
The next level that I'm trying to get to is like my health. Mm-hmm. Because without my health, I can't move forward. Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm on my fitness. That's why I'm eating right. That's why I'm drinking a lot of water. That's why I'm going to the gym. That's why we bike riding. That's why I'm playing in 5 softball leagues. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm 45 years old.
You gotta get some sleep, right?
Yeah. And
just in case you didn't know, I'm just saying. You know, sleep is a part of being healthy too, man. Just in case.
I do understand that,
at least 8 hours.
But I'll sleep when I finish working.
But you've been doing this shit for over 30 years, though.
Yeah, my body shuts down. It does shut down and I understand when my body shuts
Like
down.
Slim, even when you was little, Slim, you didn't sleep, man.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'll sleep when I finish working. But like I say, my body does shut down, and I know when my body says, "Yo, that's it, that's it," and then that's it. I'm not talking to nobody. I'm out.
True, but you have to get to a point where you can't let your body dictate that. You got to dictate that too.
Well, right now, I feel like I want to go to sleep, but can I fall asleep in this fucking interview? No, I can't. If I just doze the fuck off, man, this nigga a dope fiend.
you know that's coming. Like, y'all know do some of that stuff, man.
This nigga arms, see if he got any holes in it,
and
I just not say I'm sleepy. Then the motherfuckers gonna be looking at me funny. But
so let me ask you this though before we close out. Like, what's the evolution of the names?
What's the evolution of my names?
Yeah.
First of all, my name is David.
We know that.
What name are you talking? Did you want me to go in order?
How you want to do it?
I'm trying to go in order. We know that. Like I said, the wrong thing.
Yeah,
my first name, right? First name, my name is David.
Mm-hmm.
I think my first nickname was Go-Go Dave, right? From Junkyard. On the Word and Sardines, that Go-Go Dave came from because I was the one with all the energy. My next nickname was Geo because when I went to Northeast didn't want to call me Go-Go Dave, so they took the Geo off of Go-Go and called me Geo. My next nickname was 32, which came from basketball when I stopped playing from Junkyard and I started playing for NEG. I used to play basketball up Lincoln Heights every day before practice. And that particular day, I had on a 32 jersey. It was a Magic Johnson jersey. I was playing with an old school dude that didn't know me, but I was balling, right? And he didn't know my name. He kept saying 32, go get the ball. 32, go get the ball. 32, go get the ball. Because there was another guy on our team that was kind of messing the money up. So the old school guy was trying to win. Because, you know, if you lose, you like 4 games back. Kept saying 32, go get the ball. 32, go get. So it was, we wound up winning 5 games in a row. But it was 5 games of 32, go get the ball. And I went home and I got rid of everything that didn't have 32 in it. And I changed my name to 32. It just stuck. Me and my man Mo Chips, we always have a lot of conversations where you gotta know when you have a hit, because when you're a vocalist, you're fortunate enough that you walk around with your instrument. We don't have to set up no drums. We don't have to plug up no bass or nothing. We walk around with our instrument. And I came up with yes. Yes. I came up with that because I have a pregame that I do before the shows that gets me hyped. And I was listening to Jay-Z, which is my pride and joy, which is our son's name is Carter, and we named him after the Carters. Mm-hmm. Beyonce and Jay-Z. So that's where Carter's name came from. And the CD got stuck. The CD kept saying, Gooten, 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 Gooten. I kicked the CD, kicked it, and went to the classics with R.E. and went straight to the stage that night, and then wrote verses for it.
It just started there.
And I mean, it's just like, I might can take something from like this interview or take something from this atmosphere.
Like my Audi shit?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what do Dave 32 Ellis got coming up? Dave 32 Ellis Senior.
There you go.
Got coming up.
A lot, man. A lot. So first of all, I wanted to say thanks, Mike's Corner. I didn't know what the hell was gonna go on in this corner with all these lights, but I was prepared. Y'all didn't want to tell me shit. That's cool.
No, because before you came on, I was saying, you know what? Let me get myself together so I can figure out where I'm at. Wait a minute, I'm not figuring out shit. That's my brother. We've been 30. No, I'm not figuring out shit. We're just off the cuff, man. So I said that's the best way to do it. Because this will be real quick, and the reason I said it for this time and this date is because Mike's Corner will be going on a mini vacay for 2 weeks. So I wanted people.
Can I run it while you off?
I wanted the people to have this interview to last because I figured people keep going on with it, and I wanted this interview to last. That's why I wanted you to have this date and this interview so it can be running for the next 2 weeks.
Oh, so you use me?
Wow.
I mean, so you use me?
Nah, I didn't use my brother. I just made a point.
Mo, he used me, Mo.
He used me.
Yeah, he used me.
Yeah.
So what
That's
you
my
got
line.
What you got coming up?
Hey, that's my line.
Right. So, Thursday, every Thursday I do Willie K's out Greenbelt. It's free. Singing, hosting, me and DJ Super Dan out there each and every. We've been out there since February. Every Thursday since February. Real nice, chill joint. Different nationalities. This Friday, I'll be at Vita Lounge with the Mix. Downtown, I think it's down on 9th Street. That's starting each and every Friday. Saturday, I'll be I'm hosting a pool party for the Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor. And if anybody betting with McGregor, come talk to me.
He's an avid gambler too.
I got another hosting gospel sunset with my baby Shakonda. I'm sorry, baby. I'm trying to remember. I got that coming up. I'm giving back, going shopping tomorrow to give back for the kids. I got a Diamond Star Divas bowling party coming up. I'm trying to remember everything, but it's a lot. It's a lot.
You got a lot going.
But I'm busy. But if y'all,
You got work.
And I got work.
Finishing the summer
And I apologize that I want to give y'all my Facebook, but I don't do Twitter. I don't do Snapchat. I don't do Instagram. I don't do any of those things. But my page has been maxed out since 2008, 5,000 on Facebook, and I've never sent out a friend request. I don't even know how to do it. So, but I will say that every 2 to 3 months, I do spring cleaning, where I find out people that's not active, not supporting, not and
Just being nosy.
I won't say I delete you, but I just slide you out the way, and then I go into the twins. Showed me how to go into, and them showed me how to go into the followers, where I can scroll, because I really know. I'm old school and I'm hands-on. I would rather talk to you than send you an email.
But what you can do in that instance like that, though, is create a fan page. We'll talk about that off air. You create a fan page, and they can just go to your page and see all the stuff that you got coming up. Just like the fan page. They ain't got to be a friend.
Okay.
So
Well, you know what? The funny part is Sherry was saying something about that, so that's great.
Yeah, just create a fan page.
He has one though. He has one.
Oh, he does? Okay. Again, y'all can catch him at the bowling alley. Y'all can catch him on the basketball court. Softball field.
No more basketball, Mike.
No more basketball? Wow. That's what's up. So just straight softball and bowling. Y'all can catch him.
Bowling, yes.
Bowling and softball, y'all can catch him there. And if not,
well, if anybody want to challenge me on Dad of the Year, come talk to me about that too.
Also, y'all can also go to his page and see what events he got up, what shows he got coming up, man, and make sure. Listen, he said about support earlier. It ain't about coming all the time. Sometimes you can just buy the ticket yourself and give it to somebody else who's gonna come. But
also we have other events that's not relevant to paying.
Mm-hmm.
Just being under the umbrella. Just being under the umbrella. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Are we running out of time? That's it?
No, we good.
We're not running out of time? We are?
running out of your time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so make sure y'all tune in and watch this show, like the show, share the show. Also, y'all can go to YouTube, look up Mike's Corner, subscribe to the page. This episode right here, this interview will be on the YouTube channel, Mike's Corner YouTube channel.
You doing any shout outs?
You want to do a shout out? Yeah, I want to shout out Mill first, real quick, because happy early 32nd birthday.
Oh.
I told you I had you, Mill.
Got Mill birthday coming up too. Mill, your party is officially booked, baby. So
yeah, she told you that.
I told you, I got you, Mill. She's turning 32. 32 is celebrating 32 years in the industry. So 32, and 32, man.
That's my baby sister, by the way. They gonna say that's my.
In her words,
they gonna say that's
his real sister. She
my real sister, right?
Yeah,
they gonna say that's my 32nd baby mother.
So thank y'all for tuning in Mike's Corner, man. Real quick, September the 3rd, 7 o'clock in the morning, we got Joe's Walk coming up. A walk for Joe. Walk, water, and wine. We got a show for Joe. We got a walk for Joe. We meeting at Tanger Outlets, 7 a.m. We taking the first step at 7:30. So yeah, we know real system in Mill. So I'm gonna let 32 get his shout outs before we walk out.
So shout out. Also, I just remembered this too. I got to shout out my baby Divas Inc. Mika. Northeast will be with her on the 2nd. Mika, and that just popped up on my. I love you, baby. Mika. Northeast will be there at Gino's Pop on the 2nd of September. Then we're leaving there. We're going to Padgett's Corner to a pool party. Double booked on Saturday.
Yeah, still open.
Yeah. So, Mika, got you. Man. And also, I would like to take this time to really shout out everybody that mind their business. For real, because I put a post up. I put a post up on my page the other day that it made some noise, but it really didn't. Make it did good. I wasn't looking for anything, but it was real talk. Cause it's kind of funny how everybody is always in everybody else's business. But then when somebody's in your business, the first thing you say out your mouth is, mind your business.
I seen that too.
Right.
I seen that.
So,
I seen that.
I mean, that shit is ridiculous, man. So, mind your business and know your worth. Thank y'all.
Me and Nee had a saying that we talked about the other day. Sometimes people don't support you because they don't want to see you succeed. So on that note, we're gonna leave that with that. We're gonna leave that one.
I love that.
We're gonna leave that one out, man. So thank y'all for tuning in, man. Mike's Corner, man. Like the page,
and I don't want you
it.
to succeed either.
Thank y'all, man. Oh, I'm gonna give a shout out to my aunt. My aunt is in the building. My aunt from Atlanta. My aunt Bonnie Bond. My cousin. We had a loud audience tonight, man, and my little brother here, man. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in as well, man. Thank y'all. Mike's Corner, YouTube.